What's up, Josh?
What's up, King? How you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. Listening to you and DeMonica sounds good.
Awesome, awesome. So what's
Yeah,
what's your take on what we were talking about? Because I know she was just saying that a place that she's trying to get better at, and we was just talking about how you address people in a time of conflict. So she definitely mentioned that you were someone who was very calm and collected, just how you handle situations. So
yeah.
what are your advice to people when it comes to handling a tough situation, some conflict, especially when it comes to the people that, you love and you care about.
Okay. One thing I had to do, man, I had to realize it's really the power of words. It has nothing to do with the person's skin. You know what I'm saying? And when I say skin, I'm talking about the toughness and stuff like that. Where you might hear people say, so and so doesn't know how to take constructive criticism. Well, on the
Mm-hmm.
other side of that, there's people that don't know how to give it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So one thing I did too, I did a study on words, and then I tried to throw in the principles of God a lot, especially in the book of Ecclesiastes and Proverbs and things like that. They give you life lessons. They tell
Mm-hmm.
you how people, just like there's certain people you know how they are. You know, you don't even have to talk to them, but you can look at them. And
Mm-hmm.
and right off the rip, I know if I can deal with that person. So I try to stay away from a lot of drama. And like I said, I always just think about the words that I use and how to articulate myself. And I just think that people, like I said, people don't really listen to listen. They listen to retaliate. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And they just jump the gun. Now, with my wife, it's totally different. You know, I love her for one thing. So that helps out a lot. But then,
Right.
too, you have to realize we don't argue. We don't do the silent treatment because I know that when we're not talking, the devil is. You know what I'm saying? So he's giving her ideas, me ideas, and things of that nature. So, you just have to train yourself, man. You have to train your mind. It's all in what you want. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's all in what you want. So I don't do drama. And if I got to do drama, then I don't need to be around you.
That's
Life
right.
is too short for all of that. I notice a lot of couples too. Uh, everybody go through their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get mad and you start name calling, you putting each other out there, you putting each other on blast, you're telling secrets, this and that. Then guess what? 2 days later, you're back together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it as it's not even worth it, man. It's not even worth it. I don't get worked up over stuff like that. And then, like I said, too, words are very powerful. So we
Right.
as people, we have to learn how to use them because your
Right.
words are going to determine your destiny now. You know what I'm saying? Not just what comes out of your mouth make a difference in their life, but it also makes a difference in yours too.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's
so
just my
other than
principle.
right. So other than studying words, what else have you gone through or done to help get you into that space and that mind frame? You know what I mean? Like to be peaceful and to look at situations differently, to take control of, you know what I mean? Like whatever could be a conflicting situation. Like what got you in that space?
The ability to know
Mm-hmm.
when to fight the battle. You can't win them all, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't lose them all. But you got to know what you can win and what you can lose.
Right.
So when I know I can win, I'm gonna stand in there. But if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna go ahead and walk off. And then there's
Yeah.
certain people that you just really can't get through to them. Sometimes you have to just walk away, man, and that's just it. That's just it. If you can overcome the temptation, sometimes believe me, after you make it past the temptation, you're gonna feel 100% better.
Right.
You feel
Has there ever
100% better.
has there ever been a time where you walked away but then maybe came back? Where you felt like, all right, I just need to walk away for a second to let the situation or whatever calm down or come back? Have you ever done that, or like, are you the type
Yeah.
of one who walk away? It's like, I'm done with it. I'm good.
No. I've come back to some of the situations, and of course, again, it's just like when you have your words. Let's just say this. Just say you and I, we're friends, or we know each other, and someone tells you on the street, and they say it just like this: Josh, Jeff's looking for you.
Right.
And you're gonna take that in stride. But if someone comes and say, Josh, man, boy, Jeff's looking for you, you know what I'm saying? Then
Mm-hmm.
your whole demeanor is gonna change. Because number one, you're gonna wonder, why is he looking for me? And then this guy bringing it in that tone is elevated.
Right.
So you're gonna be elevated when you see me. Man, what's going on? What you looking for me for? But it's all in the tone that you bring to people. That's it. That's the way when I come back to a situation, you know what I'm saying? I might pull you to the side and say, look, Josh, let me holler at you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and squash the situation because it's still there. If we've argued or we've had a disagreement, I was able to walk off, it cools down, I'm gonna come back. I try to pull you to the side like a man because if I come to you on fire, then that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna blaze up too.
Mm-hmm.
But if I come back and I say, hey, excuse me, Josh, let me holler at you real quick, man. And that's a
Yeah.
respectful way. So, and that's where you're going to come because I've given it to you.
Right.
So, and
Real.
that's just my thing.
And you know what else is real too is the other person. It might take some time for them to calm down,
Yeah.
but you got to be in a great space, a good in a good place spiritually, mentally and emotionally,
Love you.
in order to still handle that, no matter how hard that might be. But if you understand the importance of the conversation, then it might take, some time for the thing, for it to really calm down before, the other side can really hear what you're saying and even know that you're hearing them and acknowledging them.
Yeah. But, and I guess I kind of have, I'm not going to, well, I guess it's from reading. Yeah. I kind of have that knack, I know if I can approach that person, you know what I'm saying? And I'll know how to approach that person. I'm a people person. First, I'm a salesman. So I
Right.
know how to break the ice. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not good at it all the time. It doesn't work all the time, but a lot of times I'll be able to pinpoint it and say, okay, I think he's cool enough to where I can approach him, or I might have to let him simmer a little bit more. But when I do come to him, I'm gonna come to him with full respect. Full
Right.
respect. I've kind of practiced what I was gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Because again, man, words are so important. And that's why Jesus said it's not what goes into a man that defiles him, but what comes out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned from that too. So that's pretty
Amen.
much it, man. That's how
Amen.
I can't argue. I can't argue.
I'm with you on that, man. And not only we're arguing, it's just the fact that you got to understand where you at. You can only control yourself.
That's right.
And a lot of times I feel like we lose control because we're trying to get this person to think like us or respond like us, or we feel we're not heard or whatever the case may be. Then you got to understand position and say, look, is it worth it? Like you mentioned earlier, is it worth?
That's
Is it
right.
worth it? Is it not
That's right.
worth it? Maybe we can revisit this later, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
But you gotta, you gotta figure out the best way, especially when it's with somebody that you love and you care about, because you don't. It's a lot of times, man. People lose people or relationships or whatever because a situation wasn't handled the right way. Even
Yeah.
as not just on a friendship level, but being a parent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's
On all
being a
levels.
parent, because I know that there are a lot of parents who err on the side of being right all the time, and that's not the case.
That's true. Yeah. That's
You know what I mean?
true.
You're not
That's
all
true.
you're not always going to be right, and even if you are right, you might have won the battle, but you're gonna lose the child.
That's right. Yeah,
You know?
you're gonna definitely lose that war.
Yeah, man. So it's, I appreciate you sharing that, King. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming on and giving us a different perspective, especially as an OG, man. We need to have more conversations with the OGs, man, because y'all have so much good knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Folks gotta hear that. You know what I mean? They gotta experience that, man. So thank you, brother.
It's all good, man. What I did want to do something like this before, and just have a panel and do what you're doing. You know, we all throw out our thoughts, our opinions, advice, whatever. You know, and I like what y'all are doing, man. I'm proud to see Destiny doing her thing.
No, she be killing
Proud to
it. But
see.
to be honest, OG, if you wanna anytime, just like how you did tonight, if there's ever a time you wanna talk about whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Please don't hesitate, man. I jump on here at least, 3, 4 times a week. It
No.
all started, it was crazy because it all started a couple months ago, just from a standpoint of like me just checking on people, mental health and all of that stuff is important.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like on some like once a week, just like, yo, y'all good. And then it kind of just started going from there where people just started spitting out topics, and I would just pick and just have conversation with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's good to
Yeah.
hear what everybody feeling or what they got on their mind, man, and just go from there. So at any given time, if you want to jump on, OG, you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, whatever,
Yeah.
then let's do that. Because again, we need to be able to share that knowledge. We need to be able to share that understanding with everybody, especially with
Yeah.
the generations. It's just something that's really important. So
Okay.
um, thank you again,
That's a
man.
bet.
Like I said, do not hesitate at all. It's gonna be
Hey,
good.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Listen to
Yes,
one thing before I go, man.
yes,
I
sir.
just want to say that my wife, I got a great wife. I really do. I got a married man's dream. You know what I'm saying? I got a married man's dream. She struggled with her how can I put it? With what am I trying to say? She struggled with articulating herself. You know what I'm saying? And she
Mm-hmm.
was kind of hard a little bit. She was a diamond in the rough. But my baby had come a long way because it's all about words. Again, it's all about words. What you were saying a minute ago, where I've seen relationships, man, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years strong. 2 or 3 words will actually demolish them.
Mm-hmm.
So my tip is to be careful and be mindful and be watchful of what we say, because
Absolutely.
we can either tear people down or build them up.
Especially if you ain't gonna stand behind it.
There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? Like
There you
it's
go.
if you standing behind what you say, then that's different. But if you
Yeah.
just throwing stuff out there just to tear somebody down, that
Nah.
ain't that ain't that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So
Nah. That ain't it. That ain't
so
it.
I totally agree with that, King, for real. You know what I'm
All
saying? And
right,
that's
man.
something I'm gonna definitely make sure that, I stay cognizant of, man, because words are powerful and they bring life or death. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
very.
Not
I'm
use
serious. I'm serious. The Bible, Jesus himself teaches so much on words, and he
mm,
even tells us that they determine our destiny.
mm-hmm.
So we have to be careful with what we say.
See, that's
Yeah.
them that's that 4 agreements talk down there. Be impeccable with your word.
All right, Josh. Well, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm gonna let you go and do your thing.
All love, fam. Appreciate you.
I I appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. Anytime,
All
brother.
right.
All
Yeah.
right.